welcome to Physics Problems 1 by 1.
So here is a problem. As always, read it, maybe once, maybe twice, and then pause the video and try to solve it yourself.
Today would be my last installment about quadratic things, and I will be talking about factoring. Remember I said that if you have this polynomial expression, it can be converted, I will not prove how, but it can be converted to this form. And if you have more members like cubic, fourth degree, it will be more roots, and it may be extended as a very powerful thing for math and for physics too. But right now I would like to talk about some topics that I don't really like. X squared minus 5x plus 6. There is a method called factoring. And this method presumes that you know already the solution. And solution here would be, let's say, 2 and 3. I just know it. You can determine it from here, and you can kind of believe me that this is it. Let's check it. If it's 2, it would be 4 minus 5 over 2 plus 6. 4 minus 10 plus 6 is equals 0. So 2 is the solution, and 3 is the solution too, because it would be 9 minus 15 plus 6, and it would be 0. 0 equals 0. So fantastic. If you know those, factoring becomes very easy. Otherwise, because if you know you were right, x squared minus 3x, because this is one root, and minus 2x. And all you did, you split it in such a way that it is x squared 5 and it's 3, and only because you know what to subtract here. If you don't know, it's like anybody guess. So now you take x out and you have x minus 3. And you factor here 2 out, right? And if you factor and put a sign minus 2. And then you have x minus 3. And then you have x minus 3 is a common multiplier here and there, so you have this. And yes, 3 is the root and 2 is the root. But to just looking on this and say that I have to split this in 3 and 2, well, for me it's impossible. So I don't really like this factoring. But I'm telling you that you can do it if this is what your teacher wants. I will not be referring to this in my problems. X squared, you can also put minus 2x and minus 3x. Why not? Change the order, plus 6 equals 0, and it would be x minus 2, and here it would be minus 3, x minus 2, because 3 is by 2, and this would be 6, and this would be 2, and equals 0. X minus 2 factor out. Here we have x, here we have 3 equals 0. Same things. 2 is the root, 3 is the root, everything is fine. I don't like this method because it's like a trickery. It's maybe good in grade 5, but in real life, when you have strange numbers, it never works. So, except of one thing, when it is x squared minus 5x equals 0, when c equal to 0. When there is this number, then factoring becomes very natural and very fast. And you can write x minus 0 and x minus 5, and this is 0, this is 0, and either this bracket is 0 or this bracket is 0. And you have x minus 0 and x minus 5, and you have x equals 0 and you have x equals 5, and this is the only way when you can factorize, I think. But I told you, so review all those installments about this quadratic function, quadratic polynomial, quadratic equation, graphs, parabolas. This is very important. Parabola, square root, how it look up and down, maximum or minimum, where is the axis is located. Those things are important. These last two are a little bit more exotic, like Vieta's theorem, factoring out. I just did it to complete the series, because maybe you will use it not only for physics, but for your school math as well. So, hope you liked it. If you want more, subscribe. If you want to be notified, bell. If you have a question, put it in the comment. If you have a problem for me that you think would be very interesting for everyone to know, put it in the comment. Thank you very much.